What's going on? What's your name? Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? Let me ask you a question, Eddie. I was going up with him. What's your nationality? Like, what nation of people would you be from? What would you call yourself? You fill out a job application, what would you put? Black. Is that a nationality? That's a color. Okay. Like your shirt's black. Okay. There's no land of the black. That's not.
We saying African?
No. So, I'm saying, look at this right here. All right. So these are the 12 tribes of Israel. These are God's chosen people. Now, this is what God calls us. This is what America calls us. These are names that they put on us. Right? So looking at this, based off your father, what tribe would you come from? Do you be from the tribe of Judah? That's a mighty tribe. Right. This would be your nationality. This would be where you come from, right? Because you don't read, well, you read black in the Bible, but it's not as a nationality, it's as a color. But you read Israelites. Give me Isaiah 65 and verse 15. Because the Lord said that we will lose our last name, our biblical last name should be Israel. But we would lose that because we broke his commandments. The commandments was only given to the children of Israel. It wasn't given to everybody else. You read the Bible, right? Okay, so when you read from Genesis all the way to Revelation, you read about the children of Israel, the children of Israel, the children of Israel. You read about that. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15. And he shall leave your name for a curse.
It said that we will leave our name, which is children of Israel or Israel, for a curse. My man, come over here. I'm going over with him about nationality, right? What's your nationality? You don't know your nationality? So if you fill out a job application, just like I asked him, what would you put? African American. That's 2 white men. Yeah. You knew that, right? Yeah. That's 2 white men, right? So that's not a nationality. We don't come from 2 white men, right? But this is what the Lord calls us, right? We're from the 12 tribes of Israel. So if you, based off your father, which tribe would you be from?
West Indies, Benjamin.
You would be from the tribe of Benjamin, a mighty tribe, right? Paul comes from that tribe, right? You come from that tribe as well.
That's right.
But I was speaking to him that we lost these names for a curse because we broke the commandments. The commandments was only given to us, right? The tribes of Israel is the so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. And the Bible proves that. Read Isaiah 65 verse 15 from the top.
Isaiah chapter 65 verse 15. And he shall leave your name for a curse.
Now the last names that y'all have on y'all now, did y'all come up with those last names? What about you?
Harris.
You came up with that last name?
Well, I don't know.
No, those last names was passed down from our slave owners.
Right.
Those was curses put on us. Those that you don't read Harris, Wilson, Johnson. You don't read those names in the Bible.
Right.
So the Lord said that we would lose our last name, Israel, for a curse. Now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? A curse is a bad thing. We are still attached to our slave owners by not calling ourselves Israelites. By not saying that we are the biblical Jews, we are still attached to our slave owners. Slavery is in the Bible because we broke God's commandments. Did y'all know that? Slave ships is in the Bible. Go to that. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. The Lord said that we will go into slavery on slave ships because we broke his law, statutes, and his commandments.
That's right.
I'm going to prove that in the Bible. That's a curse that was put on us. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So it said the Lord will bring us into Egypt again with ships. Now that Egypt is going into bondage, right? Because when we came out of Egypt the first time, how did we come out? Was we on a plane, train? We didn't even come on a ship. We walked out, right? So the Lord said he will bring us into Egypt again with ships. That Egypt is going into bondage, going into slavery. When we came over here from the west coast of Africa, when we came over here, as soon as our feet hit American soil, we were slaves. We were sold. We were sold. It's going to go into that. Read it.
With ships. By the whereof I spake unto thee.
So Moses saying, the same way I've spoken to you, it's the same way it's going to happen. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
So it said, and there, once we get off those boats to America, Mexico, South America, it said that we will be sold we will be sold. Is that not our history? That's our history.
That's right.
So the Lord said that these things right here will happen to the Israelites.
That's right.
All people didn't go into slavery and be sold.
Right.
All people backs don't look like this.
Right.
Our forefathers went through this. Also, Northern Kingdom, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Puerto Ricans, they went into slavery as well. We are all God's chosen people. So what we are out here doing is waking up our people and letting them know that the Bible, that's our heritage.
That's right.
Things in the Bible, the commandments, we got to come back to that.
Right.
We got to stop doing the things that the nation wants us to do, and we got to come back to thus saith the Lord. Right? Read.
And there, thou shalt be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
So it said that we will be sold for slave men, that's bondmen, and slave women, and nobody will be able to redeem us. Our people are still mentally enslaved.
That's right.
Our people are still mentally enslaved. Y'all go to church? Y'all go to church? You go to church? That's a form of being still mentally enslaved. Because why? They don't teach you that Christ is a so-called black man. They don't teach you the image of Christ. They don't teach you that today is the Sabbath day. We must keep the Sabbath day. This is one of the reasons why we went into slavery. My man, step up real quick. We're going over nationality. We're going over who we are in the Bible. Right? We are the sons of the Most High God. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 2. I'm going to show you how the Lord, look, when the Lord sits on his throne and look down on us, this is what he sees. Right? Read.
Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 2. The precious son of Zion.
So the precious sons of Zion is talking about the Israelites. Just another word for the Israelites. Read.
Comparable to fine gold.
It said that we are comparable to fine gold. Now gold never loses its value. No matter how long it's been in the earth, no matter how long you set it on your dresser, gold never rusts. So the Lord said his precious sons of Zion are comparable to fine gold. Now what must we do? We must come out of Christianity. We must come out of Seventh-day Adventists. We must come out of all of these other religions and come back to who we are according to the Bible.
That's right.
There's requirements of us, like Christmas. Did y'all just celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
We don't supposed to be doing that. Go to Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm going to show you that. What about you? You just celebrate Christmas? Huh? You got kids?
Yeah.
You ain't buy no gifts for your kids? You didn't? You said not really, so is that a yes or a no? Oh, so you still celebrate Christmas?
So you saying we were being punished
For breaking God's commandments, yes.
Right.
I just read to them that we came over here in slavery for breaking the commandments. Did you know that? I'm gonna read this scripture about Christmas because us celebrating Christmas is not a new thing. Our people have been celebrating that for centuries, right? They're celebrating the custom of the heathen. That's not a custom that we were supposed to be celebrating. This is why we went into slavery. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Now, as this scripture is coming out, I want y'all to think about Christmas because he's going to be explaining Christmas, the Christmas tree and all that. Read.
Hear these words, which the Lord has spoken unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So it said we don't supposed to learn the way of the heathen, which is the other nations, so-called white man, Chinese man, Japanese. Those customs come from them. We don't supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the sign of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Now it said back then they used to cut a tree out the forest. You still see commercials or old movies where, white people, they'll go get a tree. You see them driving down the street. They have a tree on the top of their car. But it's explaining, it said for one cut up a tree out of a forest. Now what do y'all think that's talking about? That's talking about Christmas. It's the beginning of it, but it's going to get more into detail. All right, read.
The work of the hand of the workman with an axe. They decked it with silver and with gold.
They do what?
They decked it with silver and with gold.
Now that Christmas tree, you got a Christmas tree. You had a Christmas tree in your house, right?
No.
But you had one in your house before, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now what are they doing? They deck it with ornaments, put lights all around it.
Right.
This is talking about Christmas. Because the Egyptians believed that Nimrod lived in that tree. They will bow down to the tree. That's why there's presents at the bottom of the tree, so you can bow down and pick up the tree. That's all worshiping a pagan god. And the Lord said that we don't supposed to be following the heathen.
That's right.
Now go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and show my brothers the slave ships in the Bible. And the reason why we went into slavery. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now it said, it shall come to pass if we had hearkened unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Hearken is another word for what? It's an old word. Hearken, listen, or hear. Hear. So if we didn't hear to the Lord thy God. Sister right here, you can step on up, sis. Sis, come on up.
I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, that's fine. You can stay right here. Stay right here. You won't be on camera. But we're going over. I'm showing my brothers that we came over here in slavery, like the flyer that they give you, it said the truth about slavery. We came over here in slavery is because we broke God's commandments. And I'm about to show you slave ships in the Bible was prophesied thousands of years ago. And we will come over here in slave ships. Read again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now go to verse 68. Now a curse, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
We all know that.
That's a bad thing, right? So it said that we didn't listen to the Lord thy God, that all these curses will come upon us.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.